Hello,
Hi.
we are the Goober Chronicles. We are going to be discussing Shadowman.
So, Shadowman is basically a story that me and my good old friend here have been working on since elementary school, and it's has like crazy plot twist, a lot of crazy plot twists. So, Shadowman is like this crazy ass character, right? Um,
Mhm.
he's this crazy ass character that we don't fully know yet that we're gonna make him like me and him are the authors. Obviously, we wrote the whole fucking story, but he's just this weird little dude. But he's getting hunted down by his um
His
long lost,
cousin.
yeah, long lost brother, cousin, whatever. And right now we're on chapter 13, and my good old friend Phoenix here wrote chapter 13, and it's really fucking goofy. But later on, this is our first episode of us talking about this. There's many more to go, trust me. But we have ultimately made 13 chapters and we've been working on this since elementary school again. And it's gone pretty good, but there's crazy ass plot twists. So within the first chapter, Shadowman is bursting into some person's apartment and, and he's telling these people to leave with a phone call, and then he stays in the apartment and sleeps on the fucking used couch.
Yeah.
Then the next chapter, I don't know what the name of the second chapter is, but he finds a knife or something like that. Then next chapter, all these chapters are short, mind you. Um Shadow Man, all these chapters are short. It's like basically whatever the name title of the chapter is, it goes with the whole scenario. So if it were to go with like what a person says or like an action, it goes with that. So Shadow Man in chapter what, 2?
It, we talked about chapter two. Chapter two, he finds a knife. He says it's shiny clean. That's one of the biggest inside jokes that me and her have.
Yeah. So
But
basically,
chapter three, though, we're on chapter three now.
wasn't chapter 3 where he was got that call?
So chapter three, he gets stuck in the couch.
Oh yeah, that's true. So Shadow Man, for whatever reason, he got stuck in the couch. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but his body is just like fucking weird. I'm gonna pop up images so y'all can see. I'm gonna edit this in like a few minutes so y'all can see this fucking image. It's really fucking goofy. But he's like fully standing still and his like feet are like out. Mind you, I wrote this when we were in elementary school. So the drawings and the writing is like eh, I'll
Yeah.
fully admit, like it's a little shitty, but
Our earlier production quality was definitely little.
most definitely.
Also, mostly because she was the one doing it early on. So,
Well, yeah, but then I got the ideas from your ass. But anyway,
yeah.
um, yeah, no, Shadow Man is a really interesting subject to be talking about because it's a really great story, but a whole bunch of fucking plot twists. Anyway, chapter 4, he gets a call, right?
Yeah, you get the call,
Sorry,
or like a message,
yeah,
something like that.
he gets a call, and it's the hitman basically. This is
Well,
like
no, it's not. It's his cousin. He has his
oh,
cousin, right?
so cousin whoever. He calls Shadow Man somehow. I don't even know how he got his number. Like if you think about it, I don't even know how he got his number. So he calls him and he states, "You've outshadowed me." And now we don't know where to put the plot twist in here because there's so many plot twists in the story. Again. And Shadowman hangs up the phone. He's confused. So now what was, yeah, chapter 5, wasn't the hitman like trying to chase him or something?
Well, okay, so that's technically not the end of chapter 4. So right, so Shadowman's cousin hired a hitman to go and hunt down Shadowman. But the thing is, the cousin tells the hitman the wrong floor that Shadowman is on.
Oh
So he ends
yeah.
up killing some random person.
Yeah, so basically the hitman was trying to find Shadowman's apartment, which wasn't it 240, what was it, 242?
Something like that. And on the 4th floor, he specifically told it. But it was
Yeah.
not on the 4th.
And the hitman was going up the stairs. Wasn't this chapter 4 or 5?
Chapter 4.
Okay. So chapter 4, yeah. The hitman is going up the stairs, and mind you, this is in an apartment building. And the hitman is going up the stairs, and the hitman thinks, like, he found Shadowman's stolen apartment, because again, Shadowman stole an apartment from 2 people for whatever reason. And the hitman knocks on the door and then accidentally stabs this old woman.
Yeah.
And after the stabbing, he's like, whoops.
Yep, just whoops.
Whoops, wrong person. So then we get into chapter 5, and what was it? He goes up the stairs or something like that, or was it the apartment?
There's a whole chapter that's just he's running away. That's chapter 5. He runs away from the scene.
Okay.
And then in chapter 6, he actually finds Shadowman's room.
So what was the chapter that he said I ran?
That's chapter 5.
Oh. So basically, the hitman is trying to find Shadowman. And again, was chapter 5 with the one where he slid the problems under the door?
Okay, chapter 5. I mean, the whole page is literally just, okay, I ran, says the hitman. That's chapter 5.
Okay. So the hitman runs, and eventually the hitman reaches Shadowman's door. And for whatever reason, Shadowman is sliding math problems under the door. And I don't know why. The hitman could have knocked down the door by kicking it or some stupid shit. But no. Shadowman slides math problems under the fucking door. And I don't know whose idea that was.
It was definitely your idea.
No, it was not.
It absolutely was. I had no idea what was even going on in this chapter.
Oh. So, Shadowman was sliding math problems under the door. And for whatever reason, I don't know how the hitman got in. How? Wait, how
Well, okay, in chapter 7, after the hitman stabbed Shadowman's feet, in the next chapter, he kicks down the door, but Shadowman escapes out a window.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just before he enters.
So wasn't that around chapter 6, 7? Like 6 to 7?
Huh. Yeah, sometimes I don't like you.
No, like I'm genuinely asking.
Oh, all right, sorry. I just was confused there for a second. I thought you were trying to do. I thought you were
No,
doing the thing.
I was not trying to pull no fucking 6, 7 joke.
All right, okay. So that happened in chapter 8. So now we're on chapter 9.
So Shadowman is running through what seems to be a forest, and he gets to this gas station. The gas station's name is Gustavo's Gas, in which that was Phoenix's idea, not mine.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So Shadowman keeps running and running and running. Then eventually, his ankles are still bleeding. I don't know how he's running with fucking bleeding ankles. So then he asks to call the police with Gustavo's gas station phone. And when he dials the phone number, it's ringing for a split second, and then it just cuts off. And how did Gustavo knock Shadowman out?
Okay, so like, well, he grabs him, and then like maybe he like chokes him out, or like maybe he like hits him or something. But in any case, yeah, Gustavo knocks Shadowman out, and then he takes him to an unmarked white van behind the gas station.
Then this is where it gets funny.
Yeah, this is where stuff gets really good.
So as Gustavo is carrying Shadowman out, he throws him into the back of the van and closes the doors behind the van. He types in there's a location where the hitman texted him to go. So he's marking, he's putting the unmarked location, like the unknown location in the fucking GPS. And he is like typing in the location, and then he starts his car. Meanwhile, halfway to the destination, he dials what he thinks is a relative's phone number, but ended up being the wrong number because it was in his contact. He calls the contact, and he's speaking Spanish. Like, no, nothing against Spanish, like, nothing against, like, culture or nothing. Like, I love Spanish. Like, as much as I love Latinos and Latinas, I hope this don't offend y'all.
Yeah, no, okay, well, bro, Chacho, like, as the token Hispanic of the group here, it's fine. We're
Okay.
good.
So, basically, he dials in the wrong number, in which it's a contact. So, he answers. What do you answer?
He said, "Hola, abuelita, ¿cómo está usted hoy?" He'd say, okay, whatever. However Gustavo's voice is, that was a poor Gustavo impression.
And then the unknown contact, in which it's the hitman, he answers, "What?" And then Gustavo
And
just
then,
hangs up.
yeah,
And I actually written that chapter actually just yesterday, and we actually like started writing it after a couple years, right?
yeah, it's been a while.
So we just got back on that topic, and this was chapter 12, and we haven't continued this series for a long minute. And I just recently wrote chapter 12, and that's chapter 12. We didn't even talk about all the chapters, sorry y'all. But he just wrote chapter 13 today,
That's
and
right.
it's a really good chapter. Do you want me to read the chapter right now?
That would be great.
Alright, I'm gonna read y'all chapter 13.
But make sure you make sure it's dramatic, right?
Alright. Chapter 13. Are you the chicken man? Shadowman awakens in a daze. For a moment, he thought he might still be unconscious because the room that he's in the room that he's in is pitch black. He is clueless as to where he is and how we got there. But he assumes that it's not for a meet and greet. One thing he is sure of though is that he might be tied to a chair. His arms and legs restrained. All of a sudden the lights flash on. The brightness stunning Shadow Man. Just then he sees a familiar face emerge and start approaching him. It was none other than Gustavo. Hello, Shadowman. Ew, I sounded Russian.
Yeah, all right.
Nothing against Russian people. I love y'all. Wait, hold up. You read that part. You read it. Phoenix. Hello? Sorry, y'all. The phone, cut off because these are actual, phone recordings.
Yeah.
So, um, Phoenix, I'm gonna have you read the what was that one part? It was when Gustavo sees Shadowman.
Wait, what?
Hold on. So I was reading the page, and I can't do the accent as good as yours.
All right, yeah. So should I where should I start from?
Start from Hello Shadowman.
All right. Hello, Shadowman. Uh, hold on. Wait a second. I lost the place on the page. All right. Says Gustavo, smiling deviously. I'm glad to have you as a guest. Shadowman looks around the room, carefully observing his surroundings. You know, Shadowman says finally, if you wanted to invite me to your sex dungeon, you could have just asked. Gustavo looks away, embarrassed. This isn't a. Shadowman interrupts, studying Gustavo's face. Wait, aren't you the chicken man? Before Gustavo could respond, the door to the room bursts open. A figure enters, surprising Shadowman. It was the hitman.
We have to write chapter 14 soon, so this ain't the end of the saga yet. We're hopefully going to write about probably 30 chapters and sell this out as a book because
Or
maybe
potentially a feature film.
potentially. Well, like we can actually like conjure all of this shit. Oh, and we AI generated some like pictures. The first, okay, so I'm not a big like AI person, but we were using like multiple apps because once in a while I'll use ChatGPT. I'm not in favor of that app whatsoever, but I'll admit I do like AI image stuff and I'll use it once in a while, but I'm not a big AI person. Again. So we had AI generated some like images from ChatGPT and some other websites, and I'll pull it up here in a minute after I edit this phone call. And yeah, no, we're continuing with the series, and hopefully it'll be some on some like feature film, and hopefully it'll be as dramatic as we wrote it.
Yeah,
But I'm just hoping this like ends up being like an actual film.
yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yes, bro. Yeah, no, really cool topic. Um, He was the one who actually like created the gas station person off the dude Walter, like what was it, Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Breaking Bad. Like this is the Gustavo Fring. Gustavo Fring is for some reason in the story.
Yeah, he made up the name from Gustavo Fring, but he's not trying to like, put the actual character in our story, so hopefully it's
Yeah,
it's not going to be against any type of guidelines. So maybe hopefully we'll possibly get an advantage of putting that in the movie.
yeah,
So I just hope that becomes a book one day because that's actually like a really good. I mean I'd read it.
yeah,
But yeah, no. That was our little series that we're making, and hopefully this video gets the attention that it possibly deserves. You know. Um, we'll talk on more topics on this channel. Really, like we'll be here. Sometimes it'll probably be a solo. It'll probably be multiple people. Who knows? Maybe this future. Maybe in the future the channel will be popularized. But then again, it's rare. It's gonna take a few years. Yo, just imagine I get famous one day and then Nardwar's like, "Did you make this channel with your friend?"
yeah. Is this you on this podcast?
Yes,
Like,
bro. No, if we keep like doing what we're doing now, we'll eventually get famous, hopefully.
well, I mean, I'm more so doing this for you, though.
No, bro, we gotta do this shit
No,
together.
bro. Yeah, I know, but like, this is like this is your journey.
No, this
I'm
is
here for
also
it.
your journey.
Yeah. I mean, no, like honestly, like I hope people are like, oh yeah, you know that podcast with those two people? It's like, what do you mean two people? Like, they just forget about me. But no, look,
With those two people. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Then again, thank you for watching the Goober Chronicles podcast. We'll touch on different topics, possibly each day, if not. Let us know how you think about this video. Thank you so much for watching. And then again, thank you for watching the Goober Chronicles.